Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Remi, and this is the channel where I talk about everything publishing, design, and life. And in this video, I'm going to be going into how to create an infographic using VISME. So in the last video, if you check it on my channel, I made an infographic in Canva, and basically I walked you through how to turn an article or a blog into an infographic, and we used Canva. In this video, I'm going to be using VISME. This is a tool, I don't know if I'm saying that right, VISME, V-I-S-M-E.co. That's the website that you can find it. But that's what I'm going to be doing today. This is not a new tool, but I just found out about it a few weeks ago, and I decided to try it out just to kind of see how it works, you know, the pros and cons compared to like other tools like Canva. And yeah, let's do it. Let's get into it and create an infographic using VISME. So this is VISME. When you log in, this is the dashboard that you're gonna see. It's clean, it's simple, it's straightforward. All the buttons that you need is there. It's kind of like Canva because on the left side of the screen you have all of the menu and all of the buttons and all of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get started creating the infographic. Now, like I said, we're going to recreate the same infographic in VISME because I just want to compare how these things work. So this is the infographic we created last time on Canva, and we're going to be using the same text and content and everything to recreate it in VISME. So let's get started. So here I see the big blue create button, so I'm just going to click on that, and when it opens up you see the different graphics that you can create: presentations, infographics, document printables, web graphics, and all of that. And then you choose, and then you have templates, you know, as per usual. So I'm going to go ahead and choose infographics. And straight away I see the featured templates here, and most of them do not have like any graphic or any text that tells you that you can't use them or they're not free or whatever. So we can do that. Okay, right here we can see the premium in red. So I guess all of these ones are premium. Oh, everything seems to be premium from here on. Okay, so these are I think the first few are the free ones that you can use. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose one that might work for creating something like this. So I think I will use this one. This one, I can easily customize it. And I mean, you could always start with, so this is it. You could always start with using a blank, you know, template and just build your own from scratch. But I just wanted to see how easily customizable these tools are to be able to like customize a graphic. So this is 100%, and I want to be able to see the whole thing on the screen. So I'm just going to look for where I can reduce the size on the screen. Okay, so right here on the left you can see 100, so I'm going to reduce that so that I can see the whole thing. Perfect. Okay, so I don't need, these things were moving, so I think this is a GIF or GIF. The jury's out. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. So if you right click, you can delete all of this, and it says premium anyway, so I'm not going to mess with that. So I'm just going to delete it. I don't need the circle. I'm going to delete it. So, okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and look for how to create a rectangle, like just a big block of rectangle right here that I can put in here. So so it says on the left, basics, header and text, stats and figures, graphics and text. Let me see what that looks like. Okay, so this would be, okay, no, I need something else. Just okay, let's go to graphics. All right, so right here, so I need this, and I'm just gonna stretch it out. Okay, so stretching it out, it does it proportionally. So I want to be able to, you know, increase the width without necessarily increasing the height of the box. So I believe okay, right here you see there's padlock here, there's lock here. I'm just gonna click on that to kind of release it so that I can let it stretch out this way. Perfect. So I'm gonna put a text right here. Okay, so when I drag this text, it doesn't go into the next section. But I realized that you can actually do that if you click and drag and then let it go. You should be able to. So I might need to arrange the items and send this backward. Okay, yeah, so this is a text that I copied. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy the title of our infographic from this PDF. I'm going to copy that and put it right here. And the thing with this tools is if you master one, you get the overall idea. It's easy to use any other tool because the principles are pretty much the same, right? So, perfect. So I need a 3 in front of this. So I want to copy this, delete the steps part, change this to a 3, and then put it right here. Okay, that disappeared. So I'm gonna have to do the same thing. Arrange it, send it backward. Perfect. So we have the title. Woohoo! So let's delete this. I do not need this. I do not need this block of text. And I think I'll change the background to white so that, because that's kind of like what I have on the other one. Okay, white. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy. This is actually, I'm going to delete this because I want to try and create a text box from scratch. How do I delete this? That's weird. I'm just gonna leave it on that side. Okay, so I want to try and create a text box from scratch. So basics, header and text. I'm just gonna go click on that. Yeah, this is what I need, a short body of text. So I'm gonna go here and copy the text that I have here. We're gonna use that right here. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's play around with the font size. Let's try 22. Oh, not copy. Okay. That was an error. Backspace. 22. Okay, I think that looks good. And I might have to do some manual adjustments here to make it look the way that I want it to. Okay, so the text. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it this way and not separate it into 2 paragraphs. So that's that. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is create the first title, lesson 1. It's a winding road, not a straight path. And the text is on the right of the page. So, okay, so we're going to customize and delete some things here. I don't believe I'm going to need all of this, so I'm going to delete this. Okay, I don't believe I'm going to need this, so I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete that. Let's delete that, and then we're going to keep this. So this is where I'm going to put my title text, and I'm going to left justify this. I'm going to left justify this, so yep, that's what we're looking for. All right, so let me change. Okay, I'm going to change the color of this text to blackish. And I'm going to change the background to white because that's what I really need. Perfect. Now I want to duplicate this text so I can use it here. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't like that when I click on this, the Mac thing, or is this supposed to be Mac, comes up. I want to be able to click on that and have this do what I want it to do. Yeah, this is, let's see. Okay, this is what I want. So duplicate this. I'm going to bring it right here. Perfect. And what is this? Okay, so this, oh, I see. So I can increase the size or the length of that section right there. So that's a nifty tool. I like it. I like that you have different containers and boxes where you can put stuff in. That's good. I don't know if Canva has that. I don't believe that they do, but I like that. I like that little detail here. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy the text here for that section. I'm gonna put it in. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna delete the top right here. I don't need that. Okay. Okay. So I might even have to reduce it a little so we don't have too much space. Oh, this is a lot of power. I love it. Move it around. Okay. So we're gonna delete this. I don't believe we're gonna need it. Okay. We're gonna delete this box of text. We're gonna delete this and this. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this too. Move the circle this way. Move the text this way. I'm going to justify, yeah, so that's good. So let's go ahead and copy lesson 2. Put that in here. Let's see, this is the font is Source Sans Pro 32. The font here is Source Sans Pro. Let's make it 32. Let's make it 32. Perfect. Now we're going to put the text right there. Okay, so when you see this, you obviously want to change the line height. So I don't see it readily available here, so more right here. This is the line height. So I'm just going to, let me see what we have here. Here, the line height is 1.2. So I'm going to do the same treatment here, 1.2. All right. So let's move this down here. Now we're going to have to go in and do some manual adjustment here. Should be an F there. Okay. Okay. I think it looks good. Okay. So there you have that. All right. So we're gonna have to look at the spacing in between these, but let's just keep going. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed it up a little, and then I'm gonna have all of the text for all of the sections in, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. All right, so I have all of the text put in. It's looking good so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the colors. So in here I have a pretty orange and yellow, so I'm gonna go ahead and change that. So let's change this here to the orange. Okay, that looks great. I like that. And then the other color we need to change is the bottom here. I think I'm going to go ahead and reduce this a little. It seems to be too big for the itsy bitsy. Seems a little too big for that little information we have there. So let's change that to this yellow. I like it. You might want to change the text to black so it's really visible. Okay. All right, so now in this infographic, you can see that the photos that we have here, the photos are masked inside of the shape, which is the original intent. This is what I wanted to do with the infographic. Now, I'm gonna try and do that here, okay? I've walked through it before, but I'm gonna walk you guys through it and kind of tell you what I discovered. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this because I want the circles to be the same size. So this is looking good. Okay, so I'm going to try and look for an infographic or a graphic or like a vector, you know, some like an illustration to use in here. So I tried to go ahead and see if I could find an illustration that will also be masked into this circle, but I couldn't do that. I realized that maybe I haven't found it yet or I haven't really searched enough, But I did try, and I took some time to look for the kind of elements that will let you put a photo inside of a graphic, kind of like you have in Canva, where you can put a photo inside of a circle, like I have in here. But I wasn't able to find that. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and look for an illustration that will work for this, because I couldn't use a photo because I couldn't figure out how to mask the photo inside of the circle. So I'm going to go ahead and use an illustration. So they have illustrations here on the graphics. So I'm going to click on that. And we're going to look for like, initially I used the winding road, but I'm just going to use something that might work for that. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and search for winding road. Because when I searched that on Canva, I was able to find, so there's nothing right here. So I feel like VISME still has to update their graphics and illustrations available for use in the software. So let's just go to environment. We might be able to find something there. Environment. Or another option might be transportation right here, since we're talking about roads. So most of these are premium, and I don't want to pay for this right now, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. And it looks good. It's kind of like a GIF, whatever. So it pops up slowly and it looks good. So I'm just going to put that over here, right here. I think I'm going to change the color of the circle to that yellow. Cool, I like it. So this is what I'm gonna end up doing, and it looks good. It looks more like an infographic even than the photo, if I might say so. It looks more like an infographic because most of the infographics you see use illustrations, so this is cool. But I was just a little bummed out that I couldn't find more options to use in VISME, so that's one factor to consider. So I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna bring it down here because I want the circle to be the same size. I'm going to delete this illustration. I'm going to look for another one. So here we're talking about discipline and effort. So I want to look for something that says work. Okay. Let's say work. So let's go ahead and let me see, business and finance. I like this. I like this one. It's not premium. There's a lamp. There's like a briefcase. There's a alarm clock, so I'm gonna use that. I think it kind of speaks to discipline, effort, work, and all of that. So I'm gonna use that. Looks pretty good. So I'm gonna duplicate this whole thing again. I'm gonna drag it down here. Use it in this section. I'm gonna delete this and look for it. So the final one says I want to explore as much as possible. So when we're talking about exploration, in the other infographic, I use a compass right here. But since I'm using illustrations now and there aren't too many options, I have to really expand my concepts right here. So speaking of exploration, so let's see what might be able to work. We have devices, environment, food and beverage, health and sports, holidays, real estate. Science. Let's look at science, exploration. So most of these are premium. I'm not able to use it, and there's so very few anyway. It's not up to like 12. So okay, I'm gonna use this. So this is science. Speaks to like figuring things out. So I like it. I'm gonna use this. Okay, I think it looks good. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. So here we go. Here's our infographic. Here is our infographic, people. Okay, let's move this to the edge, just like the others. Yeah, I think I like it. All right. So when you're done with the infographic, you want to move to the next step, which is to download it so that you can use it in your files or in marketing, whatever it is you're working on. So I'm going to go ahead and click the download. So the download button is up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click that and choose the option. So you have the option to download as an image, which is as a JPEG or a PNG. Oh, I see that the PNG is premium, so you're gonna have to upgrade to be able to download as a PNG. And even with the JPEG option, okay, even with the JPEG option, you have to have premium to be able to download as a high resolution. So I don't know about that. Let's look at the document, PDF document option. Premium, so you can't download as a PDF except you upgrade. So I don't know that I like that really. And then you can do a video and offline presentation. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with image then, with the JPEG, my low res JPEG. All right, I'm gonna click download, and it's generating the JPEG file for me. Let's see what it looks like. Voila, done. Okay, here we go. So this is the illustration. I think I might want to put like a line here just to separate the different sections and give it more dimension. Why don't we try that? Yeah, I think I like that. So let's see where are the lines. Graphics, let's go back. Yeah, arrows and lines. So I just want a good old simple straight line. Let's see. Okay, I like it. I'm gonna reduce it there because I don't want it to run from end to end. I'm gonna duplicate it, put it right here. Good. I'm gonna duplicate that and put it right here. I like it. The color might be a little dark though, so let's see. Is there a way to is there a way to reduce? Alright, the opacity. I like that. So let's just reduce it to like a 25. 25 and 25. Let's see how that looks. So download JPEG. All right, yeah, I think I like it better. I like it better. It gives it dimension. It separates the different sections. It's easier for your eye to follow it. I think I really love it. And I think the illustration gives it a different dimension from what we have here, which is just photos. I had every intention of using illustrations for the one in Canva, but somehow I couldn't get the illustrations to go into the circle. But now I have expanded my horizon and thought it doesn't have to go in the circle. It could just be, you know, on top of it and, you know, give it a different look and feel. And I think I like this. So that's the thing about design. You keep trying and you keep, you know, learning and trying new options and doing new things. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments if you try Out VISME and if you like it, if you're able to create graphics, you know, that you can use for your business, marketing, you know, your school, work, whatever it is you're doing. Let me know how it goes for you. And like I said, in the next video, I'm going to do a deep dive where I really go into Canva versus VISME and really kind of see how they work, the pros and the cons, what's easy, what's not. And so stay tuned for that video. Thank you so much for watching this today. Please go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.